So are you sick and tired of learning your French conjugations and being like this? Yes, this is you? Well, you found the perfect video because today I am going to share with you my 5 tips to help you memorize your conjugations for good. So let's dive into the lesson. So in French, it's really hard to memorize your conjugations because French has so many different tenses. Le présent, le passé composé, l'imparfait, le futur simple, le conditionnel, le subjonctif. Oh my god, this is a lot. And on top of that, French has a lot of different endings for different tenses and different pronouns, so it makes it even harder. So how are you going to memorize all of this? Well, I have a few tips to help you organize to memorize. So let's start with my tip number 1. So my tip number 1 is to put all your eggs in the same basket. So wait. What do I mean by that? Because usually you hear the opposite. Don't put all your eggs in the same basket. But well, with French conjugations, you need to put all your eggs in the same basket. I mean that you need to be able to have a book where you can find quickly all the different conjugations, all the verbs that you need, all the endings that you need. Because you can go online, but online there are so many distractions and you could end up on Facebook or Instagram because online there are so many distractions. So having a book will help you to quickly find the verb that you need and have a look at the conjugation. Here I really recommend one book. This book here. I recommend this book here. So this book is Le Bescherelle. Bescherelle. And as you can see, my book is really old. It's really worn out. Look at that. I have this book for years now, maybe more than 10 years, and I've been using this book a lot. In this book you have all the different verbs that you need, you have all the endings. What I like is that they are using different colors. They are using red when a verb is tricky, when the conjugation is not that easy. So I really like it. And everything is in here, in this small book. So because it is small, you can have it with you all the time, so no excuse. If you don't want to spend money, that's fine, I got you. I have a guide on my website where I put 20 verbs that you absolutely need to know, and you can download this guide. So please head on MyFrenchStory.com or get this book. This video is not sponsored, so I will put a link to get the book. I really love this book. I think you need to have it for conjugations because it is just really useful. So get your Bescherelle or go on My French Story and download your guide. So my tip number 2 is to learn like a Frenchie. Because memorizing French conjugations is a struggle for everybody, even native French speakers. Yes. So it is not because you are French that you automatically know all the different endings and know all the different tenses. You need to learn them. You need to work for it. So here, what do I recommend is to speak out loud and spell the endings, because this is the way French kids learn their conjugations at school. For example, if I want to learn the conjugation of the verb aimer, I need to go like this. J'aime, I. Tu aimes, is. Il, elle, aime, I. Nous aimons, ons. Vous aimez, iz. Il, elle, aime, int. So here you see, I practice, so I pronounce all the conjugations out loud and I spell the endings. Like that, I will memorize. Because remember, speaking out loud, you hear yourself. So you hear it, so it helps you to memorize. So please, next time you learn the conjugation of a verb, speak out loud and also spell the endings out loud. I can assure you it will help you. So my tip number 3 is to learn your conjugations in context. So what do I mean? I mean that when you learn a new verb, you need to make sure that you also make a phrase with it, a sentence using this verb. For example, if I want to learn the verb aimer, I need to learn the conjugation, but I will also make sure that I make a phrase or a sentence using this verb. For example, j'aime ma sœur. J'aime ma sœur. Like that, when I am stuck and I can't remember how to say I like, well, I just have to think about my phrase. J'aime ma sœur. So here, your phrase has to be meaningful for you because it will help you to memorize it. I actually love my sister, so making a sentence with her and the verb aimer makes sense. So for you, what is a meaningful phrase that you can make with this verb that you are learning? So here you will see that having a phrase will help you memorize a verb when you are stuck. So my tip number 4 is to know your red flags. So here I want to be really clear. There are verbs that are really regular and easy to conjugate. And in French, there are verbs that are really irregular. For example, pouvoir, devoir, aller. Those verbs are extremely irregular. They are red flags. And you need to know them. You need to know those verbs that need more attention. Those verbs that are going to be tricky. So I made a video about 20 verbs that you absolutely need to know. If you haven't watched this video, you will love it. In this video, I am telling you which verbs are regular and irregular. I am telling you all the red flags. So please watch this video. I am sure it will help you a lot. So my tip number 5 is to practice. Yes, I know it can sound very simple, but you need to practice because, as I said before, even native French speakers, they need to practice because you can't just guess the endings of the imparfait or the subjunctive. You need to learn them, and to learn you need to practice. So you need to practice at least once a week for 10 minutes. You don't need to practice for hours. It would be way too hard and boring. But for 10 minutes, go over your verbs, go over the passé composé, for example, go over the subjunctive, and I can assure you that doing that 10 minutes a week will definitely make a huge difference. So please make sure you practice every week. So guys, I hope this video was useful. Please let me know in the comment section box down below what tip you are going to use to help you memorize your French conjugations. Also, if you liked the video, hit the like button and subscribe to my channel because you don't want to miss anything. That's it for me, and I see you very soon for another video. Salut!